Good afternoon. Here's your tarot for the collective. I pulled a few cards. I did a past, present, and future spread. Beautiful. I feel like, first of all, this magician here is speaking to, perhaps there's been some blocks in the past. There was some blocked energy. Perhaps as we go into Mercury retrograde shadow, there are some things that are kind of slowing down. Perhaps there's some questionable intentions, people coming out of the woodwork to try to kind of distract you from your path. And this magician card is saying here that, you know, we can, instead of getting lost in those shadows, instead of getting lost within that swirl, that confusion, we can start to manifest those desires for that life that we want by taking, by taking action and using all of our tools and our skills that we have within us. This Queen of Cups here is saying right now too, that you're receiving a lot of downloads, and you can learn from those downloads. You can tap into this, intuitive energy, express yourself through your emotions and your love, and become highly attuned. Get into this energy of emotional intelligence and intuition and love and compassion and sensitivity and empathy, and start to lead with your heart and head towards healing. That way you don't get stuck here kind of like just swirling around endlessly in whatever this past energy was. Because the Queen of Cups is here to say now that you're in this state of spiritual connection, and she's saying to look into your emotions, remind you that you have the ability to connect on a much deeper level, and to use those inner talents and those hidden talents and those hidden inner knowings to understand what's really going on, and make sure that you are communicating with people from that place, and that way you're really heard, and that way you can weed out the people that are not communicating from that place as well. And you can devote time to other people's emotional cues and see the divine beauty in all of that life experience as well, and understand that it takes both that sun and that shadow to make the earth exactly the way that it is, make you exactly the way that you are. So if you're kind of in this past energy here, where you're still healing, you have these emotions that you're not in touch with, or perhaps they're being suppressed, perhaps this Mercury shadow, as we go into Mercury retrograde, will bring up these things, will bring up these communications, will bring up this energy that it will come up to be healed. And if you're feeling any of those insecurities about, connecting with others, you can grow into a better communicator and partner, and be able to vulnerably share from your open heart space, your healed heart space. And this Magician card too is saying that you can activate the magic in your veins by focusing your energy and your willpower and your desire and your actions, and then blending that beautifully with your intuition. And you can step into your power and decide to shape the world with, every breath in and out that you take. And I love how the energy is just flowing from his fingertips, and he's going into those depths in that water, like that Queen of Cups is, and he's drawing out the magic. He's finding his spark, he's finding his muse, he's using his natural talents and his creativity and his resourcefulness to turn that swirling water into something that is more tangible, and that something that's long lasting towards his future as well. And not allowing that energy to get blocked up and backed up and stagnant, to get into the flow, to flow through. Like, she has that beautiful energy flowing through her hands in the water as well. Very much connected. Everything's at their fingertips, and they're creating and activating, and both of these individuals have everything that they need. They're balancing their divine masculine and their feminine energies, and you know, she's able to understand as well that this beautiful cup here is like, she's the only one that can fill it up. Like she's the one that is in charge of her own emotions. She's the one that is responsible for them and controlling them, and you know, really feel what's truly going on in her heart, and get into this floating dreamlike state, this beautiful connection, this magical energy that's just flowing through your body. It's absolutely beautiful. So again, it's like, take that from the past, that confusion that's swirling around, perhaps those connections that were not clear, and use your beautiful heart and your intuition and your empathy to try to make sense of any of those past connections, and to really delve into your magic again, to really combine your beautiful magic and your beautiful intuition and get into this beautiful flow. Because here with this Two of Swords here in the future, there is this energy that, you know, perhaps you're going to be at this crossroads. Look at how the sand is like swirling up towards her as well. So perhaps things will not be flowing as nicely, and you'll be at this crossroads. You're going to have to make this difficult choice. You know, you're going to have to be able to trust in yourself to choose the correct action, the correct next step, and know that you've used all the resources and tools that you have at your disposal. You've gone within your heart. You've listened to your intuition. You've made sense of everything that you could possibly do in this situation. And, you know, when that unknown energy comes up, when she's got that blindfold on, she can truly trust herself to move towards the light. She can see the light within the shadows, because she's gone within these depths here, and she's brought up the magic. She's brought out the light, you know. And it's like, you're going to have to move in one direction, you know. And if you're not tapping into your Queen of Cups, if you're not tapping into your intuition, it's saying that you can, you know, use your ability to discern and decide, and, you know, not feel so stung as this wasp is here, not feel so stung by your own emotions, and be able to trust in them, because you've healed this past energy. You've come out of the shadows. You've come out of that swirl, and you've gotten to your magic, and you've gotten into your intuition, and you are creating your reality. And even in this blind state, you can listen to your guides. You can be able to rise above and see the bigger picture. And, you know, like, you'll intuitively know the best way forward. So the future is going to reveal itself to you as you follow your dreams from your heart space, from your intuition, and from those things that you've manifested. Like this, to me too, this magician speaks to me of like the new moon, and you've been manifesting, and like now it's time to start going in that direction at this crossroads energy. It's like your Virgo analysis and overthinking is just going to get you buried in the quicksand. So start to listen to your intuitive wisdom and you know, your heart space, and not kind of analyze, because you've done that with that new moon, and you've done that with this Virgo season. And I feel like right now there's, you know, with this Five of Wands underneath too, it's like there's passionate lessons that we're still learning, you know. And I feel like some of those lessons are, you know, go along with this Queen of Cups here. It's like we're being pushed to level up, you know. We're being pushed to get into this dynamic magic energy and this intuition, and not allow ourselves to get stuck. You know, we're rising together with other people, again, with like Mercury going into shadow, and there's a message about, you know, different types of communications with people. And, you know, while people have their egos that can clash, and things get slowed down, and Mercury retrograde, and things get bogged down, like, they can also help propel you forward. Like, you can choose to excel. You can look for that like healthy competition or collaboration energy, and those things that inspire you. And you can be empathic, and you can connect with people from, you know, from a heart space, and you know, allow allow these things to, you know, allow your personal feelings to kind of not be quite so challenged by this engagement with other people. Allow it to, you know, don't always have that need to be right. Don't battle with people. Again, it's like just go in the flow, and it's okay. Agree to disagree. And, you know, maybe again you'll be at this crossroads alone. So in the end, you ultimately will be alone, and you can connect with others and learn from those experiences and make it meaningful, and combine it with your intuition, but use your discernment, you know, and you alone are the one who's going to have to make the choice. So, you know, maybe you do need to go solo for a little while and, you know, enrich your life experiences by supporting others and allowing them to support you. The Queen of Cups does that. She's very nurturing. She's very empathic, but sometimes she does forget to, you know, do things for herself and ask for help, and allow other people to support her as well. And, you know, she knows when to let others in and when to take a step back as well. And again, not get caught up in the swirl, in the confusion, in, you know, in that, those unhealed connections, those, you know, those things that really block the creative flow, you know, and the manifestation. And just trust in your guides, and trust in the work that you've done, and knowing that you will be going forward. You know, you can move towards your dreams, and the universe is like giving you these experiences, these lessons, and putting you at this crossroads to get you to you know, have all of these beautiful possibilities. And you can find the peace of mind in choosing the right one that's just right for you, based upon your own internal guidance, you know, and your own feelings and intuitive hits. And, you know, this is exactly where you're meant to be. Absolutely beautiful energy. I want to peek one more. Yeah, see, the Two of Wands, it's like this, you're definitely like, there's this energy of duality, and it's like with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, you are, it's like this choice between your comfort zone and your new adventures. And like, these are things that you've manifested too. So it's like, you are going to have to listen to your intuition, your heart, and that will take you to, you know, start to live that dream. And you can see it intuitively. And now it's saying like, you know, bring that dream to life. Choose between, you know, that past energy and that limiting beliefs and that swirl, and allow yourself to flow forward. Allow yourself to blow into the next beautiful part of your life, and be open to that adventure. And, you know, dream the dream, and you know, start to actually use that fire energy to initiate your shift forward. You know, like you'll be learning your lessons here, and you'll be getting these beautiful experiences to get you more towards that light, towards that beautiful future that you want. You know, it's absolutely beautiful energy. So the world is filled with these opportunities, and it's like you've taken action just a little bit now. Like, you've started to move towards that, but like, don't stop yourself now, you know, as you head into this future. Like, don't get stuck too long here, you know, because you've listened to your heart, and you've done the work with the Magician energy, and with this Virgo new moon, you've done all of that planning and that researching. So now it's time to act. Now it's time to follow your heart. Absolutely beautiful. Blessed be.